This is Carolina Haints. Carolina Haints presents Folk, a show about our stories. I'm your host, Dan Sellers. In the small, unincorporated community of Cherokee Falls, South Carolina, tucked near the Broad River, just south of Gaffney, there's an old iron bridge that the locals avoid after sunset. They call it Booger Jim's Bridge, and for generations, it's been said to be haunted by one of the most tragic and unsettling figures in South Carolina folklore. The story goes that Booger Jim was a violent man who lived nearby sometime in the early 1900s. Accounts differ, and some say he was a drunk and an abuser. Others say he simply lost his mind one night in a fit of rage. Most versions say that Jim beat his wife and child to death one night while drunk. But all agree on how the story ends. After he came to his senses, Booger Jim stormed out of the house and headed toward the iron bridge. No one knows exactly what happened, but by morning, his body was found hanging from the bridge's beams. His face blue, his eyes bulging, his tongue swollen and gray. Some versions say that Jim hung himself with jumper cables. Others say it was simply a noose. But ever since that night, the bridge has carried his name, and some say his spirit. Locals claim that if you drive across the bridge late at night and turn off your car engine, you can hear the sound of heavy breathing, the creak of rope, and the distant moan of a man gasping for air. Others report seeing a shadow figure hanging from the structure, swaying in the darkness before disappearing. Teenagers from nearby Gaffney and Blacksburg have turned the bridge into a rite of passage, a test of courage, if you will. They park in the middle, cut the headlights, and wait. Some claim their car won't start afterward. Others say their windows fog up from the inside, or that faint handprints appear on the glass. There's even a warning whispered by locals: never shout his name 3 times while crossing the bridge, or you might bring his wrath down upon you. Some have claimed that Booger Jim will even jump onto your car and howl like a madman. For generations, Booger Jim has been a well-known and feared haunting of the South Carolina upcountry. Nowadays, folks around Blacksburg can visit Booger Jim's Hollow, a haunted attraction open every autumn, where the haunt characters are allowed to touch guests. Over the years, the bridge has been damaged and rebuilt, but the stories persist. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's something undeniably eerie about standing there in the dark. The river whispering below, the iron creaking in the night air, because somewhere in the shadows, they say, Booger Jim still hangs. This episode was brought to you by Recavit Productions and Carolina Haints Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving and promoting folklore storytelling throughout the Carolinas. You can find everything we're up to, including our books, podcast episodes, and appearances at carolinahaints.com. We'll return later this year with Season 4 of Carolina Haints Presents Folk. Tune in then to help us keep the folklore tradition of oral storytelling alive.